I'd be shocked if she didn't know. So you count on her to be a witness for the prosecution. She's trying to stay as far away from this as possible.
And so, question of the day. If you can ask Diddy one question, what would it be? This next video is coming from Stardom Scoop. It says, judge reveals arrest warrants for 7 celebrities involved in Diddy's crimes. Wow. It just keeps getting worse, huh?
Oh, man.
Let's see what the video is about.
Biggest name so far to come out is Jennifer Lopez. What did she know? When did she know it? Unless there's a change in circumstances. Oh, that's right. You don't like jail. And you're making friends with cockroaches. So is that your change?
Did he just say cockroaches? Let me see what that says. Let me make this a little bit smaller because I want to be able to see this. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Right there. Inmate accept treatment explains. So it says, Diddy's wealth will not get him special treatment in prison. Explains inmate accept where you are. I don't know.
Just accept it.
Just accept it, man.
Change in circumstances?
But I don't think he accepts anything. Like even the word no.
Yeah. That's what got him in this mess.
Because he don't accept anything.
The fact that you're living in a hellhole called jail and you're secluded and it sucks. Welcome to jail. That's what jail is all about. Jail is about making it it's punishment.
The recent fallout from Diddy's arrest has shaken Hollywood, as new reports suggest that arrest warrants have been issued for several celebrities allegedly connected to his criminal activities. The investigation into Diddy's parties has expanded, and sources indicate that as many as 7 high-profile names may now face charges. The list includes major stars like Jay-Z and Jennifer Lopez, adding even more intrigue to an already shocking case.
So absent a change in circumstances, the new judge isn't going to rule on it, despite the fact that there's a new lawyer on the case. They've got some death penalty lawyer. It's not a death penalty type case, but they've got a lawyer with death penalty experience just because, I don't know, they may need some more talent. Because guess what happens when you're sitting in jail? You start to question things.
So is that lawyer for Diddy or for the prosecution?
I believe it was for Diddy.
It's for Diddy?
I think so. That's how I was taking this information.
Hold on. I got to rewind that.
Experience.
Sean Diddy Combs hires his jailmate Sam Bankman-Fried, a former clerk. Okay. Hey, think about it. That is kind of awkward, though. If you really think about this, why would he get a death penalty lawyer? Somebody that tries, unless the Tupac Biggie factor
comes into play.
I think, this is just me speculating. I'm just saying, I just wonder why you would get somebody like that as a specialist when this isn't even that type of case. But
maybe because of all the charges.
Maybe he's thinking it might turn into that a lot of stuff might be exposed. What do you guys think? Put it in the comments.
Because, I don't know, they may need some more talent. Because guess what happens when you're sitting in jail? You start to question things. Is my lawyer doing everything my lawyer can do? Just because the lawyer didn't get him out of jail doesn't mean that he's not doing everything he can do. The case is the type of case where you're going to sit. And you're not treated differently because you're P. Diddler Combs. I mean...
The funniest dude, bro. I swear to God, man. You guys go check out his channel. His actual catchphrases, stop self-snitching. Mm-hmm. He came on when the whole drill scene, the whole rap drill stuff was coming out. And you know how, these little kids would go on IG Live and they show all the stupid stuff that they're doing, all the crimes they're doing, self-snitching. Yeah. I mean, he's really good. He's really talented. Go check him out, man.
You're not. So we got a new judge, a new attempt at trying to get out, which is not going to work. A judge is not going to overrule his buddy judge. It's just not going to happen. We got a new lawyer on the case because he's not getting out. So let's try something different, is what his theory is. And the jail conditions, he's probably just sitting in his cell, 6x8 cell, and just riding around on the back of a cockroach, and it's boring. I mean, and the conditions aren't the greatest.
Jennifer Lopez's connection to Diddy has resurfaced as both her personal and professional relationship with the music mogul is under scrutiny. Lopez, who dated Diddy in the early 2000s, has been linked to events at his notorious parties. While there's no confirmation that she participated in any illegal activities, her name on the arrest warrant list has caused a media frenzy.
So wait, so there is an arrest warrant for J-Lo? Is that what they're saying? Or allegedly? Like, I don't get it. Is there actually an arrest warrant for her?
I've been wanting to. I heard that you can get the documents to read it, but it's a long document.
Yeah.
I don't
And
got
my
time.
lawyer used to read my paperwork to me, so I don't even know how to. I wouldn't even be able to break that down. That is beyond my skill set.
Attorneys may call Lopez to testify, especially given her past involvement with Diddy during a 1999 nightclub shooting.
Because was given tapes of Jennifer Lopez from Diddy raids by FBI.
But no, according to Suge Knight.
The tape show J-Lo's involvement in 1999 shooting, Knight says. I mean, whether Suge Knight said that is immaterial. Really, but I do question, Jennifer Lopez, because she was with and engaged to the diddler, wasn't she? I mean, back in the day. How are you that close to somebody where you're not aware of some of the shit's going on? I'd be shocked if she didn't know. So you count on her to be a witness for the prosecution. She's trying to stay as far away from this as possible.
And
I don't know that I would, hold a candle up to what Suge Knight has to say.
And the big connection here is that the 99 significance is in relation to that 1999 club shooting that he was involved in, where a bunch of people died, and she was there. And so that's what they were talking about, is she was a witness. This was his statement. They go raid Puffy's house, and they get all these videos of J-Lo doing this and J-Lo doing that. He said, recalling her involvement in the 1999 nightclub shooting, where Moses Shine Barrow took the fall for the music mogul. And they know the fact that J-Lo lied and said the gun was Shine's or whatever, and sent that man to prison and destroyed his life. And they said they knew it was Puff's.
Commentator Stephen A. Smith has spoken out, suggesting that Diddy isn't the only figure facing serious charges. Smith implied that the scale of the accusations means several prominent people might also be involved. This adds weight to the growing rumors about other celebrities being part of Diddy's underground events. As Smith pointed out, if more names continue to surface, the implications could extend well beyond the hip-hop community.
Some of these stories, because I think it's important to point this out. When you highlight and you talk about some of the charges that have been leveled against them, and you see some of the stuff that's being said about them. Look at this right here. Former Danity Kane singer Aubrey O'Day writes, "I never thought I would see this day," she told TMZ. "We all buried this inside of us in order to be able to keep going. And not just me, but victims you don't even know yet."
Wow. So she's definitely going to get called to the stand. That's that girl from Making the Band, right?
Yeah, I think so. Danity Kane.
Yeah. I don't see a way out of this, fam. I don't see a way out of this. It's just too much. It's just too much being piled on. Like, there's just so much dirt.
Every day it feels like it's something new.
I mean, now let's be honest. Let's keep it 100. We also got to remember that there are people that are going to come out with accusations that are that might be false. Because everybody's looking for a payday.
Oh yeah.
But
take advantage.
That doesn't mean or even dilute the seriousness of these accusations.
Yep.
That, you know what I mean? But it might play a factor in getting rid of some legitimate cases because there's so many being thrown at them, There's so many accusations being thrown at them. And some false, some true. I mean, when they went through that vetting hotline, they had thousands and thousands and only can find 100 that were actually, that
real.
bared enough fruit where they could say, hey, we can actually take this to court.
Mm-hmm.
We're all processing what that type of vindication can actually feel like now. Every conversation I've had with victims last night has been beyond moving on all levels. That was Aubrey O'Day. You know 50 Cent was going to make sure his voice was heard. Clowning P. Diddy. Taunting him, basically, because he's long taunted P. Diddy for years over the harrowing allegations against him. And what does he say here? This is yesterday, 50 Cent. Here I am, keeping good company with the Drew Barrymore TV show. And I don't have 1,000 bottles of lube at the house. 50 Cent was referencing the over 1,000 bottles of baby oil and personal lubricants for the freak-offs that the indictment revealed were allegedly found during the raid of Diddy's homes in Los Angeles and Miami back in March.
Jason Lee, a Hollywood insider, has mentioned seeing many influential figures at Diddy's notorious parties. Lee's comments reinforce the suspicion that Diddy's gatherings attracted more than just casual partygoers. Many of these events reportedly involved dangerous activities. As more footage and evidence emerge, the full scope of who attended and participated may come to light, increasing the pressure on those who remain silent.
There's really no deal that the U.S. Attorney's Office can offer, and it's certainly not one that Diddy will accept. It would involve decades in federal prison. We're talking about mandatory minimum sentences of 10 years for both the drug charges and the sex trafficking. So we know that Diddy has fought charges before. There were state charges, there were gun-related, the nightclub shooting with J-Lo, but he's going to dig in his heels, and this case is going to trial. So if you're prosecutors, you really want to make sure that your evidence is bulletproof before you go down that route.
With the increasing...
But the only difference now is he doesn't have a fall man.
Yes.
Where before he had a fall man. He don't have a fall man. I mean, maybe. I mean, if he could give him a bigger name. But I don't see I don't see him surviving it if he does.
Yeah, definitely.
Who knows?
Not gonna happen.
Complexity of the case, a new judge has been assigned to oversee Diddy's legal battle. The appointment of a fresh judicial figure comes as federal prosecutors prepare to handle a growing list of defendants, including high-profile names. This decision highlights the seriousness of the situation, with the potential for an even broader investigation. Many celebrities linked to Diddy's parties are reportedly terrified as arrest warrants and subpoenas have been issued. With rumors of secret tapes showing compromising footage of stars like Jay-Z and Kim Kardashian, the scandal has rocked Hollywood.
Hey, she is not wrong. Listen to this.
I now hold the opinion that Kim Kardashian is a prostitute, and I'm not going to edit this opinion. Kim Kardashian is a prostitute. Her mother is a pimp. Worse than a prostitute, Kim Kardashian is a corpse. She's a body without a soul. She is so emblematic of the society that we live in today, that if you are willing to degrade yourself, if you are willing to denigrate yourself, then our society, our American society, will give you more, right? How much are you willing to show us of your body? How much are you willing to give us of your daughter's body? That is the price of fame, and she did it. This is where we're at. This is why we tell you not to follow the Hollywood types. This is why you should not allow your children to idolize Hollywood. These are not the people that we should be following.
I agree with that on the mom thing. Yeah. I agree with that on the mom thing because I think it was her mother that ended up convincing her to, hey, put that out to make her a star. So I agree with that with Kim Kardashian's mom. I would say I can agree with that analysis.
Yeah, I can too. There's a lot.
I don't see how you're gonna put your own kid out there and think it's a good idea to have them, view in that type of light.
I couldn't. Oh my gosh. Oh man.
Hey, I mean, it wasn't that her claim to fame. Mm-hmm. Hey.
Celebrities, including Jay-Z, have allegedly gone into hiding after the FBI issued warrants to search their properties. An attorney involved in Diddy's case has reportedly viewed incriminating footage featuring several high-profile celebrities, many of whom are even more prominent than Diddy himself. These tapes allegedly capture compromising activities at Diddy's infamous parties, potentially linking major stars to the illegal events under investigation.
I had heard of this Jaguar right before, but the things she was saying seemed so outlandish that I just dismissed it as conspiracy theories. I have to hold space for the possibility that, well, maybe it is true. I just can't fathom like Beyonce being a criminal and like knowingly doing harm and keeping things like it's so hard to swallow.
The footage could have significant repercussions.
That's funny for him to say.
Not only for the individuals involved, but also for the wider entertainment industry. With growing speculation about who these celebrities might be, legal experts believe the case could expand, implicating more of Hollywood's elite. Two of the most shocking names on the list, Kim Kardashian and Jay-Z, are reportedly missing after the FBI issued warrants for their arrest.
So as you guys know, right?
Wait, so, see, it's confusing me because if they issued warrants for their arrest, why ain't they arrested? Are these warrants or are they issuing them to, are they being subpoenaed to show up in court?
I keep hearing subpoena as well. With
I
the
haven't,
warrants,
but she said issued warrants.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is like, I don't know if like maybe they just don't know the terminology right.
Yeah, because that makes no sense. I can understand them being subpoenaed, but not warrants. A warrant is, bro, you are wanted by the government, and you know what I'm saying? You're going to be taken into custody. Mm-hmm. You will be housed, in jail.
Yep.
So I don't know. I don't know if they're getting this wrong or not. I haven't heard of this information. If any of you guys have, put it in the comments below because I think this would be huge news. Mm-hmm. Warrants. I mean, subpoenas, that's different.
Yeah.
They want you to come down and testify. They're subpoenaing your testimony.
Right now, because Diddy's arrested, a bunch of these Kardashian clips are once again going viral. It has to do with Khloe, Kourtney, they're talking about Diddy parties, you name it. Well, there's even a little bit more that I don't think I covered. This is from The Sun, here we go. So at the time, Khloe told her sister Kourtney that she had spent the night partying with a string of famous faces. She said that I got on a plane at 5:30 in the morning. Well, this party, I think half the people there were butt naked. You would have loved it. But we then turned to her co-star, Kaja, I don't know how to say it, and said, have you met Khloe's new crew of friends? To which she replied, yes. Yeah, I don't think I covered that, so oh my goodness. Also, I want to point this out. When you guys watch the Kardashian clips where they're talking about these Diddy parties and you really watch them, you can tell it's almost like they knew it was weird or bizarre or shocking, right? So Khloe said something along the lines like, oh, Kourtney, did you like the party? And Kourtney's like, yeah. And then they talk about it and then Khloe's like, you loved it? I don't know. It just seems weird to be talking about a party because usually when you go to a party, everyone's like, yeah, the party was sick. It was great. It was a good time. But how they're talking about it just even seems off, bro. I'm just saying. Who knows, man? Tell me what you guys think.
Jay-Z's involvement with Diddy, particularly concerning the wild party events, has placed him under intense scrutiny. Likewise, Kardashian's sudden disappearance following the raid has fueled speculation about her role in Diddy's inner circle.
I do not know if things can get any crazier. If this girl start talking, it can be the end of P. Diddy. Not this girl, this girl. So if you have not heard, Kim Kardashian allegedly had some videotapes and audio tapes that was actually recovered in the raid at P. Diddy's home. So Kim Kardashian allegedly has been on high-profile individuals to gain access to confidential information such as documents and top-secret information on weapons. Y'all gotta look at this. Look at this.
Closing in on Kim Kardashian. The FBI investigation, initially a tremor threatening her carefully constructed image, has morphed into a full-blown earthquake threatening to engulf her entire empire. Leaked information paints a picture of a woman who allegedly used a seductive facade to mask a ruthless ambition, wielding stolen documents and secrets like weapons. Kim Kardashian has found herself at the center of a sensational scandal, with federal authorities uncovering a shocking plot allegedly orchestrated by the reality TV star. The Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, has disclosed disturbing details, accusing Kardashian of a scheme involving drugging high-profile men in order to pilfer crucial documents for personal enrichment and blackmail purposes.
Yes, you heard that right.
Both Jay-Z and Diddy are now facing allegations that go beyond just partying. Legal sources suggest that their collaboration might have extended into various illegal activities, including drug distribution and coercion. Their long-standing partnership in both music and business has taken on a darker tone with these new allegations.
Jay-Z did end up losing his cool at the party because while he was on the dance floor with Beyonce, he snatched a person's phone for trying to record her. Now, Beyonce was busy dancing and bouncing around, and she was interacting with Kelly Rowland and Saweetie, so she wasn't paying attention, but there was somebody trying to sneak a video of her, and Jay-Z wasn't here for it. He snatched that phone out of that man's hand and said, "Come on, man, what are you doing?" Now, some people may have thought Jay-Z overreacted, but people have to learn how to respect other people's boundaries. Just because Beyonce is a celebrity does not mean that it's okay to invade her personal space and record her without her permission. Now, granted, this is a party where a lot of people have their phones out, and celebrities like Beyonce and Jay-Z can't expect everybody to put their phone away because that's not realistic. When they walk into the room, people will try to record them. But in this situation, I do think the guy was doing too much. It seemed like he was filming Beyonce without her permission, and Jay-Z snatched his phone out of his hand. But that wasn't too smart on Jay-Z's part because that guy could try to sue him. Jay-Z did snatch that phone rather aggressively, so if the guy is petty enough, he could probably take some legal action. Now, Beyonce almost lost her cool as well because somebody was recording her and her cousin Angie tapped her and she looked around like she was really aggravated. Beyonce was polite about it, but she did raise her hand and one of her people flashed the light at the camera to make them stop recording. So Beyonce was not here for people filming her without her permission.
An attorney.
I'm not gonna lie, like that right there, you know, it would feel like a major violation because I mean, there's just times where you just don't want to be recorded. Mm-hmm. There's times where you don't even want to be in a selfie or a pic. You know, you're like, yo, make sure you take that picture over there because I don't want to be in. You know what I mean? So I can understand where people can get frustrated over that. We all have to understand, and I get it. They're celebrities, but that doesn't mean that they're not human beings. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
They are human beings. You know, there's times where you just don't feel like dealing with the BS. And a lot of these parties where I'm assuming they're going, you're probably thinking predominantly there's more celebrities there. They wouldn't be taking out their phones, filming or anything like that unless it was, unless it consented to it. Mm-hmm. I think I'd be frustrated too. Yeah. Me and you was at a party and somebody had their phone in your face or whatever recording. I think I would have reacted in the same manner.
Yeah.
First, I would have warned them. I would have been like, yo, put that away, man. Mm-hmm. We just trying to chill. We just trying to chill, man. If you want, after we could take a picture with you or whatever, but hey, don't do that, when somebody's not looking. Mm-hmm.
Attorney involved in Diddy's case has indicated that actions will soon be taken against everyone connected to the illegal activities. The investigation is proceeding cautiously, ensuring that all evidence is verified before moving forward with additional charges.
Laws and people with foolishness and people with malcontent, but we are sifting through that and trying to make sure that we identify and vet people that have real claims, legitimate, credible claims. Right now, we're talking about 120 people from 25 different states for conduct that occurred over 25 years.
25 different states? Is that what you said? Not cities. You said 25 different states.
Yeah. Because, a lot of these parties obviously took place in Los Angeles, New York, Manhattan, or the Hamptons, and Miami. And a lot of these people were flown in. And this wasn't a secret. I mean, it was known that people were being flown in for these parties. People were being paid cash to attend these parties. People were being identified at clubs or at concerts or on the street even, and invited to these parties. So you have that group of people that are involved. And then you have another group, and maybe this is the more sinister situation where young people with stars in their eyes wanting to break into the entertainment industry with promises of stardom, who are taken advantage of, in some cases allegedly drugged and abused, and basically just left behind, with shame and guilt.
This suggests a methodical approach to avoid missteps while ensuring justice for all victims involved. In a stunning twist, a source close to Kim Porter, Diddy's late ex-girlfriend, claims to possess footage that could implicate several Hollywood elites. According to this author, releasing the footage would result in a scandal so massive it could bring the entertainment industry to its knees. The tapes allegedly show celebrities in highly compromising situations, and if they are made public, the fallout could be unprecedented.
Author of Kim Porter's book says Kim had tapes of Diddy having relations, air quotes, with Jay-Z, Will Smith, and others. Okay, so I told you guys yesterday, and I played a couple of little clips from his interview, but I told you that I was going to sit down and watch the whole thing and come back and talk to you guys about it. So it's 2 hours and 15 minutes. I watched it for you guys so you wouldn't have to, okay? Now, there's a lot of things that this guy is saying that I don't believe when it comes to him and this flash drive that he has. He claims that Kim Porter's friends gave him a flash drive, and that's where he got the book idea and the stuff to write this book that he's put out on Amazon that Amazon now has taken back. Okay.
All right. Well, think about this. If somebody had a flash drive like that, like a real flash drive, if there was actually truth behind this to back up this claim, why wouldn't you have turned that into the legal authorities? I just don't understand why you would hold on to it. Mm-hmm. I would have thought it would have been out by now. But you use the flash drive to write a book. That kind of makes no sense to me. To me, that absolutely makes no sense. I think it's cap. What do you think?
Yeah, like I say, that's what sucks about like a lot of these people are like they're really gonna make it so hard to figure out what's real and what's not, you know? That's what sucks.
You have to sift through a lot of bullshit. A lot of clout chasers, too. There's a lot of clout chasers. Yes. A lot of clout chasers.
But although that he is saying some things that just seem very far-fetched and untrue because he hasn't proven it, people are saying there's a lot of things that can be true, and he is saying that he is actually going to produce finally the evidence. So for people like me who don't believe him or maybe believe some things and don't believe, he's saying that if it comes to it and he's pushed to litigation, that he is going to prove the fact that he does have this flash drive, and on these flash drive there are tapes with Will Smith and Jay-Z and others. He said, and I'm going to play the clip for you in a second, he says Will Smith and Jay-Z can be bisexuals. Actually, you know what? Let me not even paraphrase this guy. I'm going to just play the clip. Listen to what he says about Will Smith and Jay-Z and about them being bisexual.
Jaden Smith recently made a surprise.
To be honest with you, I really don't care if they are.
Me neither.
Who cares? Like, what? I mean,
is that gonna
if
bother
they were
you?
having some consensual things going on, hey, let them do whatever it is that they do. Whatever them Hollywood weirdos do, let them do that, man. Yep. They're weird. We all know this. I mean, as long as there wasn't no extra, yeah. As long as, I mean, if they're in compromise, who cares? I don't care.
That's not compromising to me. If it's that.
Exactly. I mean, unless they're doing something, where somebody is unwilling, yes, then talk about it. But you really got a flash drive. Like, see what I'm saying about the cloud chasing? I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah. It ain't gonna keep me up at night. I'm like,
I really don't care what they do. Man.
Surprising statement regarding his father, Will Smith's possible involvement with Diddy. While the details of Will Smith's connection to the scandal remain unclear, Jaden's comments have raised eyebrows, potentially dragging another A-list family into the controversy. This revelation adds yet another layer to an already complex and far-reaching investigation. What do you think the final outcome of this case will be?
As if you didn't need another reason to dislike Will Smith, well, after watching this video, And mind you, it is a little disturbing, so please keep that in mind. Jaden says his mother sold him to Diddy, just like Usher handed Justin over to Diddy. And he had to attend those so-called camps, and they did the same thing to him that they did to Justin. So his mother actually forced him into these horrible acts. Also, Will and Jada used Jaden for their own freak-off parties, and Jaguar Wright said young men have actually ran screaming out of their house just to get away from them.
All right, come on. All right. See what I'm trying to say? So her saying that this is what's going on, I haven't heard of this. Have you heard this?
I saw a little bit on it, but I just skipped through it because, like I say, unless I see the actual proof,
I have to see him say it, literally say
exactly.
it. I want to see him on record saying this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because Jaguar Wright just says whatever she wants.
Yeah, I could easily be like, I got a flash drive too, you guys.
You know, I need to see this. Now, I'm not sitting there excusing Diddy's behavior because he's a weirdo. I'm not sitting there saying that, you know, the Smith family ain't got their
don't
own
get
issues.
us started on that.
But what I'm saying is, like, you know, you're saying this is fact. This woman is here speaking it as if it's fact.
Yeah.
I mean, there needs to be some proof. And let's be real, TMZ would have been all over that.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard about this. This is new to me. But you guys let me know where I can find this supposedly him saying this. Out of his own words. Not somebody saying that he said it to them. Not third party. From him, from his own mouth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So she did say that they do really weird things in that house. Also, Will, his assistant, he actually walked in on Will having schmegs with another man. Also, Jada introduced Jaden to some altering pills, and the fact that she had schmeg with one of his friends for 4 years. And guess what? Will didn't mind because he was batting for the other team and having affairs with young men that were in the industry under the guise of mentorship. And he used that to manipulate all of them. This is so disturbing. I can't even tell you how sad I feel for Jaden. Also for what they have put him through. His life probably would have ended up differently. So if they had just freaking been normal. And Jaden, he emancipated from his parents when he was 16, and he refused to even come back to do family interviews. So I just hope that one day both him and Justin get the help that they need and can move on from all of this. I'm Peanut, and that's my perspective.
Hey, Peanut, that's your perspective? Okay. I don't know. A lot of the stuff you were talking, those are some heavy allegations. Heavy. This ain't just like, you know, gossip hour. Well, I think that, what you're saying, that was heavy.
Yeah.
That was heavy. I mean, you better have some type of receipts or something, or give up your source, because I'm telling you right now, that was heavy.
Jaguar Wright is her main source.
That's her main source?
Mm.
Are you serious?
Yeah, she said it. Jaguar Wright said.
Wow. Okay. Yep. So that makes a lot of sense then. Anyways, that being said, I don't know anymore, because it's just becoming such a circus.
Yeah.
It's becoming such a circus. You don't know what's real, what's wrong. It's like, yeah, do you want to believe everything? Yeah, but I'm not the type of person that believes everything I hear. I need concrete proof, and like all of the evidence that they brought towards him, like with the Cassie thing. That's in what, 4K? You caught him in 4K. You know he did that. You know that he definitely did that.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean he did 1,000 other things that other people are accusing him of? No. But you know for a fact he did that. Mm-hmm. The proof is right there in front of your eyes. You can't deny it.
Yep.
Now, is it a possibility he did everything people are saying? Of course. Of course. There's a high possibility. There's a high probability he did all of that.
Yep.
I mean, you know, he was heavy on drugs, all this and that, you know, heavy on the baby oil. So, you know, hey, that being said, tell us what you guys think. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to comment, subscribe, thumbs up, slap that red button.